Welcome back to Nordics Play, Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc with Phantom and Velgar.
So,
And
I'm gonna find out. On his lovely, on his life.
happy Valentine's Day! And you can imagine who might be Phantom's favorite Valentine character in this one.
Hint, it's not Monokuma.
Leave it in the comments.
I still hate this evil, stupid game. I'm never going to forgive it for killing Leon.
And Ifumi being the better boy. Clearly. Trial verdict. And welcome
back to the dumpster!
Back to the dumpster! With Dumpster Makoto and Dumpster Cookie and Dumpster Kyoko.
Dumpster, dumpster, dumpster.
Dumpster, dumpster.
Yeah,
and now we get to know...
Her tell what's her ultimate ability.
Are you the ultimate despair?
The ultimate detective. Hands up if you didn't know that by now.
Whoop, surprise! The ultimate detective.
So.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
The reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy. Someone I had to find here in school.
Oh.
Why do we have to click on these, seriously? Why can't you just talk?
Well, we could probably click further and then see what they have to say, but...
Probably nothing.
There's a lot of this game, if you haven't noticed by now. So... You had to find someone. Who? Was it me?
Why is it designed like that you have to click on that instead of just... conversation?
Because you can't really miss it either. And
oh dear.
I don't believe you can progress without, well, clicking it anyway.
I don't think you can. You have to find out certain things before you can progress.
それは
So then... the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy.
No. The one person you were searching for. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster?
Was he's my father? Oh.
Interesting.
Fascinating.
Well,
that's why she was so sure that the headmaster is not the mastermind.
But he could still be.
Yeah, well, that's why she's so sure of it. That's my daddy!
つまり
I was separated from him as a child. It turns out he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak.
Okay. Interesting. Kyoko's dad. Daddy! Is Hope's Peak's headmaster?
Headmaster's Monokuma!
Then that explains. When Alferico told us how he thought the headmaster was involved.
私は
So you remembered that the headmaster was your daddy, but you didn't remember anything else.
That's fascinating.
私は必ず
Yes. Yes.
私は
Memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that I felt strange.
It was a tingly sensation. My Kyoko senses were tingling.
It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him.
That makes sense.
だけど
Listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. You're an idiot.
Yeah.
Said the headmaster wasn't a mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. That's so. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room.
Okay. Was it destroyed or something? Then what did you see there?
Despair!
それは
I'm had it ransacked. The shelves were a mess. The desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. Monokuma, boop boop boop!
Monokuma. You mean the mastermind, right?
そうね。
That was my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I found. That's a skeleton key.
Well, at least that key. Because didn't say something like? Did you say something like it wasn't a skeleton key as per se?
I mean, it can enter pretty much aside from some specific places.
But why there?
It's a dorm. She can sleep in there. Of course, I also found this in the headmaster's room. This.
This is some kind of map. You don't say that the headmaster had the map of the faculties.
Oh my god, what
So
is
bizarre.
ええ。
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope Speak Academy. Oh my. Applause, applause, applause. Found it in the headmaster's room, along with Mukuro's profile and that key. That's the only things that were important.
Would the skeleton key be been there?
Who knows, but that's where she apparently found it. It's important.
It's important key, yes. But
Maps show that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. So those were like teachers' rooms or something, because it's a live-in
yes.
faculty. We don't really have those in here. Really rare. The staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time.
And that's why they made a whole floor for them. Instead of the students. Who had, what, 15 rooms?
15? I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there.
Private headmaster's room.
I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues. So I went to check.
そう。
And that's when I finally remembered.
How
Ding
exactly?
ding! Bingo!
Did you bonk your head or what?
I remember that my purpose was to find the owner of that room.
Oh, and it just
Fascinating.
snowballed from there. So you went to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there?
だけど、
Once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors because apparently Monokuma didn't want to use that area. That's why it was locked off.
Because now, if we click like so. Oh!
I mean, I don't think it'll let you go any further.
Well, we have to talk about one of these, and probably we need to talk about the other after this one, so...
I was in the wrong order. Missing information.
Yes, because now we can't do anything else. We have to talk to them.
No, you have to go through those. I think you have to go through all of them, or it won't let you progress with the story. It'll be like,
Yeah.
to her again, and again, and again, and again.
I kind of want to showcase it, that it doesn't matter with the order, but yeah, let's go in the order. So, what was it like? The part of the school, I mean.
It's hard to describe. All I can say is it had dorm rooms. The moment I saw it, I realized that there were no cameras. What's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. Fascinating.
The teachers' dorm rooms were almost destroyed in the same way the one classroom was. What do you mean?
それは、
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself. I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. Oh, she's taking him there.
Yeah.
Let's take it out.
It sounds like it must be important. And really ominous. Yeah.
Well, everything is ominous here.
だけど
Yeah. Let's talk about this. It has to do with Mukuro Ikusapa, doesn't it?
でも
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. That even actually is safe. That's just,
Yep.
And I know it wasn't you either. How do you know?
That's a great question. I know you're right, but that just means
I know you know. I don't get to kill her. Wait.
everyone but you and me had an alibi. So, who did kill her?
Well, I mean, the thing is that we have no idea when this person actually died.
Yeah.
That's the thing here. Because she did not die during the time frame that they give.
Nope.
Ooh.
And it's possible that she didn't even die the way it was mentioned in the Monokuma files.
I don't think so either. That
Because-
would be too simple.
We know that Monokuma messed around with this one.
Yeah, he was just in the moment Makoto went all, there's something suspicious going on. This case is fishy. Then he went on, oh, no, time up!
That would actually explain why
He struck a nerve.
if they had thought about the classroom like some circus, they are playing circus with the trial. Although actually,
Joker barfed all over it.
the first and second trial, I did check them in the end, didn't have any obvious clues. They were kind of similar, a little changed, but not in the
Colors
way.
were a bit different, I
Yeah.
think.
But not in the way the third trial and the fourth trial were.
Those were clear hints.
Those were clear hints.
Yeah, I mean, it was because the moment Makoto pointed out that this is suspicious, like evil society. Monokuma went on, no, stop. Struck a nerve. Getting somewhere. That idea, which is surprising. Makoto figured something out. My god. What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class of Mukuro Ikusaba was to get me killed. Well, I mean,
Get you killed?
ええ
I stole that key and disappeared. And in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me. I think this was mostly because Monokuma decided to think that she's too dangerous. He's getting too close.
Oh yeah.
そう
That was the point of the class trial. Maybe because she looked really suspicious to the others because she had disappeared.
Yep.
Was not talking about who she is.
And that's why
Okay,
it was,
she's missing now.
it was
Let's
easy
just...
to frame her.
Because she was missing. So she didn't have an alibi.
It was? Come on.
Goto. You dumbass. Mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly.
That would go against
the
the
rules.
point of the game. You mean because of the school regulations?
そうよ
Ding 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 aren't you smart, Makoto?
Exactly, yeah.
つまり
Mastermind is adamant about following the rules. And with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. But they say that restrictions, there are restrictions.
Exactly.
They've never mentioned the handbook. Those restrictions are.
And
Ooh,
what all do we consider being the school grounds and school area? Because there is land beyond the walls of this school that belong to the school. Why can't we explore those?
restrictions. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, and Ray tried to use a class trial to do it.
The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules. That makes it sound like the masterminds themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
By their own will.
Mm-hmm. They are just
Awesome.
having some acute... Well, what would you slot that in, actually?
I have no idea what that would be called, but it's like some kind of,
Autism?
an obsession of some kind.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I have no idea where that would fit. It's not OCD.
No.
It's something else. One other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
If we can call it like that. What's that?
There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. What? Okay. It could have been you. What? What?
So...
Was it about that knife wield in Makoto's room that we've seen about 1 million times?
Yes.
Is it supposed to be him, then?
Was that the mastermind?
That was the mastermind.
Interesting.
And in Makoto's room was the mastermind.
Yeah. And Kyoko fought them away. I could have become the victim.
ええ
You know what I'm talking about.
You're
right?
talking to Makoto, you know that.
You never should assume that he knows.
Do you mean? Oh.
Do we get the flashback again?
Yeah.
Yes, we get the back.
Brilliant tonight.
Because this does not reveal anything about the person.
Mm.
You can hear them, you know. Thought, I'm a psychic.
How?
Footsteps of the god of death.
Phantom?
You
What?
can hear the god of death as he moves.
It's a she, I'll have you know. The Lord Phantom was just a title.
God of death is chasing after her now because she says something. The ability naturally draws me into cases, just like this.
とにかく
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. Down the stairwell and saw this person. Saw a white shadow across the corridor.
Phantom?
And I mean, Makoto was the #1 victim.
Yep.
Always. Gave chase right away. As I followed it, saw the shadow go into your room. So, let me get this again.
Yep.
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. Because this gives us no information about who this person is. And see if they're male or female.
And we can't actually estimate that well how tall they are because we are looking from a slanted view.
No. I intervened immediately, of course.
だけど
It wasn't the end of things, of course. I mean, they could have just stabbed her. So, stop them. What that led to. I mean, especially because she didn't have a weapon. This person holding the knife did. They said to attack her.
And this wasn't the masked assailant.
I mean, how stupid are they? Oh god. I mean, Kyoko should have seen it at least.
Yeah.
Whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead. And like pointed out, the person who had the knife did not have nail polish and they did not have a tattoo either. So, the murder was disguised and the dojo key wound up in my room. Because nobody seems to remember that Monokuma can vent.
Yeah.
All has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use a class trial to eliminate me. No way!
So, all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
ええ
They don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. Well,
But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it.
well, I mean,
Wait, But doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted us to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right? And he told us that the murder took place between students.
So Malakma was hinting at all the time.
Mm-hmm.
そう
So, you're right. That is a contradiction. Look, Makoto, you're right once in a while.
Oh!
Wow, Makoto proud! Yay!
Yay!
Yuri is like,
Makoto, you get a cookie!
it's not just Mukuro. He needed the class shot to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. That is actually rather fascinating. Everything they did is a contradiction.
Well, if they had Mukuro kill Makoto, then it would still be okay-ish.
Because she was a student.
Yeah. But killing Mukuro is the problem. So, what does it all mean?
つまり
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Okay,
苗木くん
just a little more. Little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. Oh, look, it's me! No, wait. It's you!
God.
Makoto!
Sash. Makoto Sash.
The identity of the other ultimate despair. We are talking about this ultimate despair a lot. Just to say it's Mukuro who was the ultimate soldier, and now it's the other ultimate despair.
Ultimate despair.
There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair, and that she's dead.
How is there no doubt? Because she was the ultimate soldier.
Soldier. I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person.
It's not.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. Okay?
Okay.
Sure.
You're talking
Says
about...
nothing.
そうよ
It happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, in case you know it. Nobody remembers it.
Ah, the tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that? That's the ultimate despair.
どうやら
Despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. A group,
True.
not.
Then there.
ええ
Make no mistake. Rash! They're the root of all the evil that has forced us to grow through this.
Well, quite
This was
likely.
dramatic.
It's just some trash falling down again.
Yeah. That is the ultimate despair. That is our real enemy, the garbage.
Garbage.
Dumpster cookie!
Chapter 5. 100 my life. The end. We survived! To be continued.
Dream Island rocket.
Okay.
Dream Island rocket.
And not to be used to that other purpose.
God.
Do you want to save data? Chapter 5 ending. Yes.
This is getting really intense too.
The ultimate despair. Damn it. Because there is this one thing we have wanted to do for a while now. but we could not because you apparently cannot do it while you are either in the middle of the investigation or in the middle of the trial.
Has to be one of these premeditated save points.
Yes. And we kinda wanna sort of do it, but we don't want to put it in this moment. We want to put it after we have completed the game. But since there are some skills involved with all of that we could use right now in the upcoming trials, if we actually have one of those left anymore.
Well, I think this game had 6 chapters. There's going to be one final trial. That's going to take like forever. I'm pretty sure of that.
Yeah, this whole game revolves around these trials being the boss fights. So the final boss would be a trial.
Yeah, and seriously, it's going to be long. Really long.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be.
So, even though it's a bit early for an episode to end, we will be leaving this one here. Because
Things are getting intense.
It's getting intense, and it's a natural point of end for this episode.
Of course, I mean, there was like the other Ultimate Despair, like, what?
And now it's a whole group of people, perhaps.
What?
Wait.
It's weird.
But if you are watching this on Valentine's Day, you should probably go do something else as well, because it's a Valentine's Day. Get something nice to you if you are just by your lonesome. Celebrate as a one person party.
There's some chocolate.
Exactly. It's a time for chocolate. No matter if you have any specific others on significant others or whatever you want to call them, just have a good day. There's enough despair in the world. So you can just pamper yourself a little. And we'll be seeing you in our next episode. So, until then... Well, hello! Isn't this the perfect time for me? Cause you know, Valentine's Day, I'm the telltale heartthrob of this game, right? Phantom loves me, don't you, babe?
Indeed.
Yay! And I know at least a couple of more of you people like me. So you know what you could do to show me your appreciation. Cause I know you wanna. You should subscribe, leave a like, definitely like on this episode because it's Valentine's Day and it's me. And leave a comment telling your best Valentine thing. It can be anything. Just write something nice there. We actually haven't had that many comments, so it would be nice to see some of those. And you can just write something nice about me. I'm saying me a lot now. But it's okay, because I'm awesome, right? Right, of course I am. And click the notification bell so you can see what happens next, because the shit is getting weird. I'm telling seriously weird here. So, have a nice Valentine's Day. And remember, I love you too! Bye bye!
Ciao.